Hi, I'm Will Leach, author of Marketing to Mindstates, and this is your Mindstate Messenger. One of the most common questions I get asked all the time is, does behavioral science help me do better video advertising? And what I'm going to tell you now is that yes, there's a lot of good work in behavioral sciences. And really what it's been focused on is how do you grab somebody's attention in a video, as well as how do you maintain somebody's attention versus having them just skip through your ad. So not surprisingly, emotions are going to be critical in your video advertising. But more importantly is what emotions do you want to use and when do you want to use them? So about a decade ago, Thales Teixeira wrote in Harvard Business Review after a ton of different behavioral psychology experiments looking at people and how do you grab somebody's attention and then maintain it using videos. And it was very, very clear that there are two core emotions that you want to focus on: joy and surprise. But you want to use these two emotions slightly differently. So the first one is if you want to grab somebody's attention, you want to surprise them. So the reason why is that we've kind of been conditioned to always look for common things that are, common. And the brain is actually looking to see where something that is expected is not actually realized. So surprises do a great job at jarring the brain for visual attention. Now, the way to do this, if you want to grab somebody's attention, there's a strategy called the peak and stable strategy, meaning you want to peak to surprise almost immediately to grab somebody's attention and then stabilize on that element of surprise for as long as you can. However, we also know that there's more to video advertising than just getting somebody's attention. You need to maintain that attention. And that's where you want to bring in something called joy. So net is this. If you grab somebody's attention, if you want to maintain their attention, you want to bring some level of joy into that. And the way you do this is called peak, valley, peak. That's the strategy. So once you grab somebody's attention and you stabilize it using surprise, the next thing you want to do is integrate some sort of a joy part in your video, and then it's going to naturally drop, or you want it to naturally drop down to a valley and then peak that joy up again using narratives, like using a story where there was some joy, but then the joy fell, and then there's final joy at the end. And when you do that, the number one thing I want you to focus on is this. There is no peak joy, there is no surprise unless you can map your video to link to somebody's core aspirations. That's why it's so important for you to really understand your customer, because there is no video, there's no marketing that will break through if you're not speaking to people's aspirations. So you really have to understand people's aspirations and then find something surprising about that aspiration. And then after that, find joy in somebody reaching that aspiration. And when you do that, when you really understand the science of attention and you apply these sciences to video advertising, it is a really smart step to growing your business using behavioral science. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Now hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see the latest videos to show you how to grow your brand or business using behavioral science.